So, good evening. Today, PiJamma, the sound setup. This is my homepage, Arcadeforge. So, and this is the Raspberry Pi and full setup. Here was in Chameleon PI SD card with HDMI connector, HDMI connector, network cable, keyboard and mouse. Here we have some headphone jack and the ribbon cable to the famous PiJamma, and the ribbon cable forwards the GPIe inputs coming from the PE. Also wir C64 USB connector or Amiga USB connector, SKU terminals, or even via the Jamma interface via GPIO to the Raspberry Pi. So this is roughly the setup. So one has here overall more redundant inputs: Jamma, SKU terminals, C64 joystick, Amiga, Neo Geo input, and even here 3 buttons for controlling emulators like MAME, start, key, coin up, and so on. Power control, I've put in here a PSU for 5 volt and 12 volt. Here's a PSU jack for only 5 volt. The reason why I'm using here 12 volt is because I want to show you today the setup for sound. What is able to make sound in bar tops or in arcade cabs. Because one does not want the sound via the HDMI connector, but via external speakers. And these are the external speakers. And we have here coming out some sound from the headphone jack. And the headphone jack goes to hinge connectors to the PiJamma, and the PiJamma forwards it to a breakout connector, this one here. And this is a 6-pole connector with pins for 12 volt ground, feeding some power supply for the external amplifier, and then the audio line, both for stereo, but in this case I've made only mono, and put it on the input of the external amplifier here on the SKU terminal. I have here a mono setup, so I'm using only one SKU terminal. And then the sound is via magic amplified and goes to the speakers coming from the SKU terminal. And then we see, okay, power supply, input, output, amplifier, the PiJamma, sound, and the speakers. So normally we should hear, no, not yet, but later on. The next thing is here, this both cables I used for forwarding already amplified sound to the Jamma interface, because normally in arcade setups or arcade cab setups, the Jamma PCB has an amplifier on board, so the Jamma interface needs already amplified sound. So we use an external amplifier and feed back the output to the PiJamma via this both cables, and this both cables then goes to the Jamma interface. So it's a wide range of possibilities how to scope with the sound. The easiest one is for bar tabs coming from the amplifier to the speakers, but also it's possible to put external amplified sound to the Jamma interface. So this was a sound lesson. Take care that you enable the headphones